Please specify a project. Please specify a project. Please select a landing zone confirmed.
Roger. This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. On station at LZ. Gaining altitude.
Mission list
I know
updated.
you're just coming off this mission, but there are reports of child soldiers taking over Masa Village after the CFA got wiped out there. They've been raiding the
Please
surrounding
select a
villages, so
mission.
the people have requested we eliminate them. Check your mission list for the details.
Mission accepted. Heading to Central Africa. Deploying.
Capture the White Mamba, the child soldier's commander, and bring him back to Mother Base. First off, head for Voila Yamasa.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Buddy has infiltrated our map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Extraction puts a huge strain on the body. Too much for a child. To extract kids, you'll have to carry them to the chopper.
The map has been updated. Buddy has infiltrated our map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Your target, the White Mamba, showed up in this village out of the blue and took command of the child soldiers. The surrounding villages have been victims of their raids and brutality ever since. But if you extract their commander, those kids will have no choice but to stand down. Should wrap up the whole situation. They're still kids. You can't kill any one of them, including the commander. If things get rough, neutralize them by knocking them out or by tranquilizing them.
The weather will clear shortly. The map has been updated. You have arrived at your destination.
Subject is in.
Sun will set shortly. Development complete.
Pedina ange yandi, yina yabo ke bangaka, nyoke yampembe? Kimamosa ke somamononde? Ya zini bibuti pusakan geve.
All you need to do is carry him to the LZ.
Mission info has been updated. The map has been support helicopter requested.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. On station at LZ!
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Yes, mission complete. Boss, that was exceptional.
outer heaven. We got rules around here. Never draw a weapon on a fellow soldier. You got that? Anyone here can use a knife or a gun. What you're gonna learn is how to use your head.
Let's move!
When you get that under your belt, then you're free to leave.
Job offers. Details are on your iDroid.
Boss, welcome back.
Please specify a project. Please specify a project. Please select a mission. Unit dispatched. Unit dispatched. Please select landing zone.
Roger.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. On station at LZ.
Mission list updated. Please select a mission. Mission accepted. Heading to Central Africa.
Rescue the 2 prisoners being held in a guard post to the southwest of Ngumba Industrial Zone. The targets are civilians, 1 male, 1 female. Apparently they're specialists sent out there to investigate infectious diseases. They were frequent visitors to that devil's house at Nzoya Madilu. If you recover them, we'll finally be able to get first-hand accounts of what's been going on in that place.
Marker placed.
Be careful down there, boss.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. A buddy has infiltrated our map has been updated. Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
You gonna extract him?
The map has been updated.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Talk. Where are your
The map
friends?
has been updated. Analysis complete.
You gotta extract him.
Analysis complete.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Sun will rise tomorrow. Caution, rain approaching. Analysis complete. Guard post captured.
He's coming too. Roger that. is on its way to the guard post.
Extraction.
Watch yourself.
Another base. You have arrived at your destination. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. The map has been the map analysis complete.
You need to help her.
Analysis complete. Buddy has infiltrated our enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Analysis complete. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. The map has been updated. Analysis complete. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Analysis complete.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
He's coming too. Roger that. Target extracted. Now extract the remaining target. Amazing, boss. Getting both prisoners out in that situation.
Mission
Great
info
work.
has been
Now
updated.
exfiltrate.
The weather will clear shortly. Please select a landing zone. Support helicopter
Roger.
requested. Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. On station at LZ. Gaining altitude. Departing.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Mission complete. Boss, we placed the 2 targets in quarantine. They don't show signs of anything, but we'll monitor them just the same. If they had access to the Devil's House, I doubt they were sent there by some health organization. Cypher used them, and would have eliminated them eventually. But we'll protect them here. They've agreed to that. After all, we helped them out of the country as promised. The mission's complete. But boss, they've been behind the curtains at Ngumba. They examine the patients there nearly every day. They told us the patients were being made to listen to voices on tape. But the male target added something interesting. He said he doesn't know what was on the tapes because there was no English version. Of all the voices that were shoved down those people's throats, English wasn't one of them.
Boss, staying on the battlefield that long will have a negative impact on your health. Why not head back to Mother Base for a shower once in a while?
The boss is back. Let's go refuel and load up on artillery.
We're good to go, Chief.
What's the matter?
Stop this! Now!
What the fuck, you freak?
Give me a hand! Hold her still! Dismissed.
Payback for how they treated her?
Doesn't explain the others. She had every chance to kill them. Tighten security on her cell. This happens a second time. There won't be a third.
Boss, about Eli. I'd heard that one product of the Les Enfants Terribles project went missing in Africa. The age would be about right. Now, I'm not saying I think it's Eli, but I want to run a genetic test all the same. Don't worry, I'll have it done without him noticing. The test may take some time, but I'll tell you as soon as we have the results.
Please specify a project. Please select landing zone.
Roger.
confirmed.
This is Pequod. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is Pequod. On station at LZ. Gaining altitude.
Please select a mission. Mission accepted. Heading to Central Africa. Deploying.
Your mission objectives are to extract the child soldier's commander and their captive, the General's number 2. This child soldier platoon decided to break away from the Mbeli militants. They took the number 2 captive and have occupied an abandoned village. Start by checking that location on your map. Boss, the child soldiers will treat you as an enemy, but they're just kids. See that they don't get hurt.
Marker placed.
operations is best conducted from high vantage points. I've marked a good spot on your map. Take a look at your iDroid.
The map has been updated.
There he is, the commander. Extract him.
The map has been updated. You have arrived at your destination. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
That's the target prisoner. Okay, that's the General's brother, his number 2. Get him out of there, boss. Another group of child soldiers. No, must be a squad they had out on patrol. Security will be tighter now. Watch yourself.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Boss, another child soldier has entered the village. Must have been out on patrol.
Enemy presence detected.
Looks like they had more than one patrol out.
Updated.
Security will be tighter now. Watch yourself.
Prisoner has died. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Fire! Fire!
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Fire!
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Plant expansion complete. Please select a landing zone. Support helicopter
Roger.
requested. Enemy presence detected. The map has been...
Don't hurt any of those kids. Disengage, or use your tranquilizer pistol or CQC to put them down gently.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Rangi ya General ya Bakala. Lumbu, Mosi, Tata ya Bankaka.
Enemy presence detected. The map has
Laka
been
Mono,
updated.
Mambu General Salaka. Bantu ya Buta, ya Mbele, Etinkaka Mosi, Beto Nyoso, Bampangi, Atam.
This is B-Quad.
Fire!
Arriving shortly at LZ.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been
This
updated.
is B-Quad. On station at LZ.
Support helicopter has arrived. Guard post captured.
number 2. That's it. You've made it out of the hot zone. No sign of the enemy. Mission complete, boss.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Good work. Mission complete, boss. Boss, about how we report this one to the client. I'll tell them we took heavy resistance from the renegade platoon and the hostage was killed in the firefight. Also, their leader wouldn't let himself be taken alive. I doubt the client will pay us for this one, but we got a big enough reward from the General's number 2 instead. And as for the number 2, he's saying he wants to join Diamond Dogs. I guess he knows what that means for him. He said, if I'm working for you, I can be number 2 or number 200 for all I care. Boss, we have an emergency. Many of our staff are falling ill. At first it seemed like a common cold, but before we knew it, blisters started popping up on their chests and... Damn it. I'll fill you in at the ACC. Just get in the chopper.
Position
Look
list
closely.
updated.
Those are the symptoms of the infection on Mother Base. The blisters on the body were full of tiny worms. Parasite larvae, most likely. But we couldn't find any adults. It doesn't seem to mature in the body, like a sparganum. We don't know the root of infection, or what causes symptoms to develop.
Boss, do you remember seeing these symptoms before? The bodies floating around in the oil facility, the bedridden test subjects at the Devil's House. This epidemic looks just like what we've seen on our hunt for Cypher.
So this is the weapon of mass destruction Cypher was working on in Africa.
Boss, the situation is urgent. We need to quarantine the infected and contain the pathogen. Priority now is to prevent more casualties.
But the problem is, how do we tell who's infected? During the incubation period, we have no way of knowing who's clean. You'll have to try and guess who's infected before they go symptomatic and quarantine them. That'd be easy if we just knew the route or vector of the infection. From now on, if you even suspect a staff member's infected, use your iDroid to order them into quarantine. Given the situation, the men won't submit to quarantine just because I or the medical team tell them to. But they will listen to you. Of course, it's just a temporary measure until we find a permanent solution. But at least they'd be in solitary isolation so they won't infect each other, and we get the mental care they need. If we do nothing, we'll only lose more people. We have no choice. Boss, open your iDroid. I'll explain how to quarantine staff members suspected of infection. Go to the Mother Base menu and select Staff Management. First, take a look at the quarantine facility we've set up. We'll isolate anyone who's already symptomatic at the quarantine facility. But we have to expect that there are multiple staff who are infected, but asymptomatic. So how do we identify them? At present, we have no way to tell them apart. But there has to be something for us to go on. If you notice anything, reassign staff you suspect are infected to the quarantine facility. We'll monitor them and then contact you if there's a change in their condition. Correctly quarantining these asymptomatic infected will reduce the number of new infections. You should continue with your missions as usual. If Cypher is behind this, going after them should help us determine the root cause of this epidemic. Also, until we identify the pathogen, we can't fire or dispatch any staff. We cannot let this thing spread. Boss, get to the bottom of this fast. We're counting on you. Boss, a new job's come in. It's a hit. I'm the human trafficker who sent Shabani and the others to Nzoya Badia Bulu, where you ran into Skullface. The thing is, this guy might know something about the disease that's going around Mother Base. The symptoms are similar to the ones we saw at that factory. Start by checking the mission details on your iDroid.
Please select a mission. Mission accepted. Deploying.
Boss, the target is a PF logistics officer who works as a human trafficker on the side. The client wants him dead. He's currently on the run somewhere on the savannah with bodyguards. Unfortunately, we don't know what route they're taking. All we have to go on is a coded transmission sent by the PF at the Ditati abandoned village. It appears to be a workup of the target's security plans, but to decipher it, we'll need an intel file with the encryption key. This key should be at the comms facility at the Ditati abandoned village. Check your eye droid to see what the target looks like, as well as the location of the village. Find a route. Find a man.
Be careful down there, boss.
Marker placed. Enemy presence detected. Extraction
You made
arrived.
it to the Ditati abandoned village. That's where the enemy PF's coded transmission came from.
Has
There's got to be a
infiltrated.
transmitter there somewhere. It
Updated.
could have the intel file containing the encryption key. Look for an antenna.
The map has been updated. Caution. Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Ik vind de olieveld meer ongelukkig. Jullie denken op de faciliteiten moeten. Ja. Er is iemand in de kom.
The map has been updated. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Gusta disso? Zambuna.
Boss, that prisoner you extracted was a civilian abducted by the target. He says the trafficker is trying to make contact with a human rights NGO. He hopes that by handing over his list of buyers, they'll guarantee his safety. But I don't get it. Why an NGO? Why run to someone else for help?
Analysis complete.
Hey, you okay? Als je staat, stutten!
Roger that. Okay, subject is in. Subject on board. He's the rest of us.
Wat is de situatie? Alle eenheden staan bij.
You gonna extract him? Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. Roger that.
Please select supplies requested. Supply drop complete. Outpost captured. Intel
Picked up an
file.
intel file.
Extraction.
According to this information, the target is headed for Gaziva camp.
The map
We also
has
have his
been
movement
updated.
route. I've updated your map. Use the target's route to locate him. Eliminating him will be much harder if he makes it to the Gaziva camp. Take him down on the savannah.
Sun will rise momentarily.
Adesso prendo matando.
Okay, subject is in.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
That's the
Analysis
target.
complete.
Eliminate him, however you see fit.
The map has been updated. Analysis complete.
Boss, get down. Crawl along the ground. That should enable you to sneak past enemies.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Development, please select support helicopter.
Roger.
Requested.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. On station at LZ. Gaining altitude. Departing.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Mission complete. Great work.
Mission list
Boss,
updated.
we finally heard from one of our missing intel team members. He says he has a solid lead on the epidemic at Mother Base. Take a look at the mission details ASAP.
Commencing platform construction. Please specify a project. Please specify a
Boss,
project.
someone else has turned symptomatic. The staff member's been moved to quarantine, but at this rate we're going to lose everybody. Find out what's causing this and quarantine the infected.
Please select a landing zone. Deploying. presence detected. The map has been updated. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been analysis complete.
Extract him.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Get down. The enemy sniper. Stay low and crawl along the ground. That should enable you to sneak past enemies.
Guard post captured. Clouds approaching.
He's coming too. Roger that. Extract him. coming too. Roger that. Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Side ops list updated. Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Please select a landing zone. Support helicopter
Roger.
requested.
Arriving shortly at LZ.
Extraction
This is
arrived at
P-Quad.
Mother Base.
Have arrived at LZ. Will stand by.
Support helicopter has arrived.
Gaining altitude. Departing.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
The NGO that asked us to rescue wild animals isn't ready to take them in yet. So we had no choice but to build an animal conservation platform. The NGO said they'll cover all expenses, including the day-to-day housing and feeding costs. If you're interested, take a chopper over and have a look.
Please specify a project. Please select a landing zone. Heading to Mother Base.
Saba, data na mono, intangu yandi ibanda kake sala namin.
Geke salaka, tata nange mingi.
Eli lolu la mono. Muzolaka vekutuba.
Ukisina uge bigi lakamono. Ukisina uge bigi lakamono.
Hey, Tepe, Eli, what's the matter? Fighting will get you nowhere, Eli. Cut it out, kid. That ain't a toy. Eli.
Don't call me that! I'm not a kid. You hear me?
Enough. On the battlefield, they use one another's nom de guerre. But here, we insist they use their real names. Well, that hasn't sat too well with Eli. Or should I say, Unyoka ya Mbempe. He thinks his boys are letting us grown-ups walk all over him.
Someone else has turned symptomatic. The staff member's been moved to quarantine, but at this rate we're going to lose everybody. Find out what's causing this and quarantine the infected.